This is Charles Miller, Mr. C, on the Ministry Road. And this is our segment that we call Good Morning God. Good morning, God. Nice to be able to say good morning and He hears us. All right, let me get the music off and get going here now. All right. All right, I'm going to take this out my ear in just a second right here. I believe everything is working just fine. All right. Oh, not. I need them glasses. I wanted to take this off. I took my glasses off. Yes, indeed. Get me a little sip of. It's not coffee this morning. I got water in here. Everybody in a good mood. Everybody's ready to have a great day today. You're probably going to see your families, I imagine. These are the wrong glasses, too. These are the strong glasses. I got to get closer to the screen. But anyway, great day today. Everybody's all excited. I guess you have the day off. It's Independence Day, the 4th of July. And I wanted to take this moment also to say happy birthday to my niece and my nephew, Peyton and Piper. Peyton and Piper. Say that real times, and you just spit it out there. That is two coronavirus named Peyton and Piper. I'm gonna spray it. I forget how old they are. Shame on me, their uncle, but it's their birthday. They was born on the 4th of July, and every year they celebrate their birthday on the 4th of July. Anyway, happy birthday, Peyton and Piper. That's my daughter Amy's. That's two of my daughter Amy's kids. So anyway, since I'm their uncle, they get the privilege of me saying happy birthday to the grandkids. All right. So anyway, happy birthday to you. God bless everybody. This morning, my message this morning, I had to be on being free, being set free. It's Independence Day. We talk about freedom. We talk about us being free. And so we're free from foreign oppression. Nobody can tell us what to do, how to do it, where to do it. And so I'm going to be funny here. So what we did is we formed a government that tells us what to do, where to do, how to do it. And I'm being funny, but that's about the size of it. We left one place to be free to form something else that would keep us from being free. But there is someone I'm going to talk to you about today that will set you free. And you know I'm talking about Jesus. Anyway, it's Independence Day. How did we achieve it? We fought for it. We fought for our independence and we fought for our freedom. In your personal life, there are some things that keep you oppressed, that keep a vice on you. I'm so saddened when I hear so many different stories of people that have just come across oppression, and they may have a vice of drugs. It's really disheartening the many people that have drugs in their lives, that enter their lives, and it can be something as simple as even cigarette smoking. You can't kick it. Eating, some people can't kick the habit of eating too much. There's a lot of things that's going to be in your life that's going to be negative to you instead of positive. So anyway, the scripture this morning, I like this scripture. And Brother James, you always rag on me about this. I mean that in a good way. Brother James Blake, he always likes when I say this right here. You're going to get it in just a second, James. And also Eric Chesson does that to me. He says, hey, and you're going to see what I'm saying. It says right here, there are things in life that get a grip on you in life. And so I'm going to read in John chapter 8, verse 36. I'm having trouble reading my notes here because these glasses aren't right. Jesus makes a wonderful statement of victory, And he says this: if the Son makes you free, you will be free indeed. Brother James, Brother Eric, I had to use this scripture this morning because it says indeed. And y'all know me, I say yes indeed about 100 times during my broadcast. Yes indeed. So there you go, all right? There you go. Don't mark that one because that's scripture. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. Hello there, Miss Trish. I'm going to try and catch y'all when you come on. Sharon, God bless you, Sharon. Yes. Miss Wendy, Sharon, Trish. My little romper room thing here. Miss Pamela. Hey, how y'all like my haircut right here? Miss Pam called me over. She said, Mr. C, you looking like a homeless man. Get over here and let me help you out. And so, look, she done trimmed. Mrs. C got that hurt arm and she can't cut my hair. So Mrs. Pam stepped in. Pamela Favre stepped in and she took care of Mr. C. So Mr. C don't look so bad this morning, thanks to Mrs. Pam. All right. Got me a nice haircut. Yes, indeed, man. I wanted to come home and get right online real quick and show y'all, man. Look at this, man. I look all right, huh? Okay, man, I tell you what. You guys don't have to interrupt my sermon. I do it myself, okay? All right. If whoever the Son sets free, you shall be free indeed. The Greek word that talks about freedom right here, it means to liberate you and to exempt you from liability. In other words, whatever had a snare on your head, what snared you, whatever had a vice in your life, no matter what it might be, okay, whatever it might be, it says it exempts you and frees you of the liability of that vice. Anything in your life personally or whatever that has a vice on you that you can't kick, it puts a liability on you. It puts some type of a liability on you, and it's difficult for you to be free. So it's Independence Day. The Bible says that God sets you free. What I wanted to ask you this morning, what I wanted to come across this morning is this right here, is maybe you can think of something. Now, you don't have to post it or anything like that because you don't never know who's reading this, okay? I'll tell you who's reading this. Everybody, okay? We have 800 members in the, close to 800 members in the ministry road, and not everybody posts on here, but they listening or they listening to it later on. So I'm just kind of having fun with you. But maybe there's some things in your life. I find that in everyone's life. Mr. C's life is as well, okay? There are things in our lives that just kind of really bother us and keep us from being as successful as we want. It seems like it hampers our prayers. It's a problem. It's something that the devil says, you see that? You're not worthy and you're not saved either. Always something. So maybe there's something in your life that might have a grip on you, okay? And that's what I want you to focus on this morning. But I'm not so concerned about if you smoke cigarettes. I'm not so concerned if you drink beer. I'm not so concerned about a bunch of things that you, and even eating, okay? Obesity, okay? Things that, you wish that you could just stop doing. You know how I stopped losing weight? You know what I did? I'm going to tell a little joke right here. The best way to lose weight, here's what I do, man. The scale just don't want to work with me. So what I do is I plan, I plan to lose like 10 pounds. I plan to lose 10 pounds and lose one. Something like that. I'm messing the joke up. But what I'm trying to say is I always set my goals as high as I possibly can, because my pastor used to always say, if you shoot for the moon, you're bound to hit the woodpile. So I plan to lose 10, 15 pounds, and I lose one. That's what I do. So anyway, let me move on. There are some things about freedom. This Bible scripture, if you read in John and you read a little bit of those verses down right there in John chapter 8, you read the whole chapter, what will happen is, what he's saying is he's talking about freedom. He says, let me tell you how it works. He says, number one, he says freedom works this way. There's a father, there's God, there's the father, then there's the son, then there's the servants. Father, son, and the servants, okay? Father, I have to explain who the father is. He owns it all, okay? It's his house. Then he has a son, and his son's got privileges, okay? Because that's his son. And then there's the servants that, they're not free. They're the servants. And so Jesus says that when it comes to freedom, when he says that when the son sets you free, you are free indeed. You are free indeed. So what Jesus is saying is, look towards me. You know I have the Father. The Father I'm his son. And if I say you're free, guess what, brother? You are free indeed. I love that word indeed. You are free indeed. No more liabilities. You know what? In life, you need to get tired of every day and second in your life having to pay the devil. You're having to pay the devil. So, but Jesus says that when the Son sets you free, you are free indeed. Jesus sets the servants free. We no longer are a servant. And, how can I back that up? Man, sometimes scriptures just start bombarding my brain that I want to tell you. And God says this. He says, behold, I give you the power. And he's talking about you and I. He's like, man, I wish I was the Son. Guess what? You are the Son. Because he said that when you accept Christ in your life, then he gives you the power, the authority. You rise to the position. He now adopts you, okay? All right? God adopts you, and now, just like Jesus, he says, you have become now also the Son of God. You become the Son of God. Guess what you can do? Let me tell you what you can do. How many of you guys like authority, okay? You want authority? Here we go. If you want authority, when you become a son of God, a child of the Father, and it could mean a son or a daughter of God. You understand. I don't have to explain all that Bible terminology, okay? They use the masculine sense all the time. But you become a child of God, a son of God, a child of God, you now have the authority. You can go out and guess what your mission is in life? You know what I try to do every day of my life? I try to use my sonship with God to set people free. To set people free. Tell them the truth. You've heard the old story, the old cliche, the old adage, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Exactly what I'm talking about. The truth will set you free. So basically what I'm saying is for our freedom this morning, there are some things in your life that just mess you up. Oh, don't worry. God can help you with obesity. God can help you with your language that can hold you back. God can help you with your temper. God can help you with the character of who you are. Okay, those things right there, those different categories that I just thought of this morning, real quickly, that you need improvement on. And don't get me wrong, God can help you with all those things when you make a determination and you set a goal and you make a mission statement. Okay, but I got to tell you what. I am more concerned about those things in your life, those vices in your life that have you captive and keep you as a servant of the devil, okay? I'm concerned about the things that will keep you from going to heaven. Whatever will keep you from going to heaven, that is above and beyond everything. That's why I said earlier, I am not so concerned about if someone drinks. And I know there's always issues. Well, does drinking send you to hell? Wait a minute, a cigarette will send you to hell. Oh man, my goodness. Bible says this right here. What I'm concerned about is those things that I know will keep you from God's kingdom. And let me just say something that, if I would just shut this off right here, let me help you out with something right now, okay? If you want to, my goal right here is to do, I always say this and I'll repeat it over and over and over again. I preach a lot of different things. This is my 39th sermon on Good Morning God, and I'm up to sermon number 51 or 52 on my other regular sermons. So I've got 80 sermons that I have thrown at you in the last so many months. I'm preaching 9 sermons to you a week. Anyway, so I'm throwing a lot at you. I'm telling you about how to pray, how to overcome, how to forgive. I talk to you about Bible prophecy. I talk to you about standing up for God. I talk to you about having a backbone for Christ. I talk to you about all those different things, how to get to heaven, what'll keep you out of heaven, all the different sermon topics that come to my mind that I have talked to you about and I have thrown at you. But I got to tell you, you can take every single one of these sermons that I have. I can take my glasses off now because I'm not reading my notes. I can take every single one of those sermons that I spoke to you, that I preached to you, every single one of them, and it will boil down to just one or two things. as to what my message really is. My message is, I can tell you right now, I am trying my best to make sure that I go to heaven. Not meaning that it's a hard thing to do, okay? Not a hard thing to do. It's real simple. Jesus makes it simple. We make it difficult. I'm trying to get to heaven by all means. Sometimes I get a chance to really look in the camera, and that's when you know I'm serious. That's when I leave my notes alone. I'm trying to get to heaven, and I love my friends. Real simple. I love my friends. That's why I would go out every night of the week, me and Mrs. C. I'd drug her in every club and every bar on the West Bank, East Bank. Oh, my gosh, on the North Shore. I just wanted to talk to people, slap people on the back, love and tell jokes. I love it. I love people. I love people. I love doing that. I talk you both ears off. I'm just trying to get to heaven, and I love my friends, and I'm trying to get you there also. I am not saying that I'm going there and you're not. No, it's not what I'm saying. Don't lawyer up on me, okay? What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get to heaven. I'm going to tell you with everything that I find out about how to get there and how to beat the devil, and I want you to do the same for me. There's some of you message me sometimes, you say, hey, Mr. C, something was wrong with you this morning, wasn't it? You look, there was something bothering, and they were right. One morning I preached a sermon and I was upset about something. Not about you or anything like that, but I was upset about something. It was something in the news. I wanted to say something, and I can't talk about that. I was upset, and it came across. I was really mad, and I posted something, and somebody posted me back, private messaged me and said, Mr. C, I could tell you was upset about something. It came across. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is we're all trying to get to heaven. I can say some of the finest sermons ever. If we don't get to heaven, we wasted our time. It wasn't nothing but a bunch of words. It's all it was. It was like a tinkling cymbal. It didn't do anything but ring in your ears. So, saying this. Here's what I wanted to tell you. Just kind of if we were sitting down right now, me and you said, hey, Mr. C, Brother Miller, Pastor Charles, all those things that you call me, I would say this was, let me give you some advice. Can I give you some advice? Say off the record. Can I give you some advice? And of course you say, well, yeah. And let me take a little sip of my water here. If you do this, you know that I'm key on this. I do. I key on this a lot. If you would, in trying to straighten your life up, to become better with God, to make your prayers more effective, to make your relationship with your husband or your wife more effective, and those vices, there's one vice in our life that really keeps us down, okay? I'm still on topic here. And I'm going over, but it's Saturday, okay? It's Saturday. But you guys are probably trying to go to the family, so I'll cut it short in a minute. But if I was to give you some advice right now, and you want to better your life, you want to be happier, let me tell you what you should do. Just giving you a little friendly advice right here. Stop cursing. Clean up your language. I'm telling you, man, I cursed like 5 sailors 8 months ago just because it was fun. Oh, man, I'd use the F word to describe anything and everything. I'm going to go blank outside. I'm not going to even... I don't even like to say the F word. But what I'm trying to say is, I would use that word all the time. It didn't mean anything to me, kinda. And then I realized it all did. It all did. Whenever I would curse, I realized I cursed because I was depressed. I was upset about life. People curse because they're upset about life. Cursing can be a sign of depression. That's just my observation of it. People that curse a lot, and they're aggravated. Well, so some people say, well, I'm going to stop saying that F word, or I'm going to stop saying this word, and they'll key on a word, and that's good. That's good. Let me tell you how you stop cursing, okay? You know how you stop cursing and you become free of that? Is you clean up your heart. You stop getting mad at people. Stop getting upset. If somebody does something to you, just don't worry about it, man. Just don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to find that that's not coming out of your mouth. You see, some of you all of us, we try and tackle the word itself. The word itself is not the problem. It's not the problem. It's not what's coming out of you that's the problem. It's only a sound, okay? If you didn't know English, the F word wouldn't mean nothing. You might think it meant a slice of pizza. Just being funny here. But what I'm trying to say, that's one vice in your life. If I was just talking with you, I'd say, you want to be happier? I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be happier, you clean up your language, which means you clean up your heart. And that one vice right there, I'm telling you right now, will make you a more contentful person. I guess that's a word. You're going to be more content. You'll be full of contentment. So I guess contentful is a word. Okay. It is now. Okay. It is now. So listen, without me rattling on right here, and just because I could talk forever, I think I might have made my point. Wanted to talk to you this morning about being set free. Jesus said that if he sets you free, that you are free indeed. Many of you tell me that you have problems maybe with depression, you have problems with anxiety, you have problems with fear, those different things in your life. You have problems with your language, and then you have problems with certain little issues in life like obesity and language, and some of you might have a problem not eating enough. If you whatever, you might have anorexia or whatever. That's why I failed. I failed doctor's school. Okay, I failed it after the first day. But anyway, Jesus says that every single one of these situations, he's a great psychiatrist, and he can set you free from them. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm trying to see I don't have my glasses on here, but I'm trying to see my time right here. Anyway, so tomorrow morning, let me go ahead and put the music on right now. That always puts me in I'll close down mode. All right. For some reason, my music did not come on yet. There we go. All right. Everybody in a good mood today? You're going out and see your family. Be safe. Ask God to help you. I'm going to have a word of prayer right now. Let me go ahead and close my recording down.